Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Park, wipe them down. Receipts so strong, but the lies won't last. Lil Park, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Park, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Park, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Park. Who bring the proof? Lil Park. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Lil Park, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Park, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Park, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Park, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Shut it down, baby. Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Park, wipe them down. Receipts so strong, but the lies won't last. Lil Park, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Park, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Park, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Park. Who bring the proof? Lil Park. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Lil Park, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Park, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Park, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Park, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Shut it down, baby. Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Park, wipe them down. Receipts so strong, but the lies won't last. Lil Park, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Park, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Park, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Park. Who bring the proof? Lil Park. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe on that. Loop up, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Loop up, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Loop up, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Loop up, baby. True too strong, wipe them down. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. From the bullshit of bees, wipe them down. It's Loop up, baby. Shut it down, baby.
Hey y'all, happy Sunday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Sunday, baby. Thank y'all for y'all patience in the chat, y'all. I was trying to get everything I needed together. Ooh, child, I was running. My babies just came back home from, their portion of the holiday time with their people. So, when you done had a good little break and the house get back hectic, Lord have mercy. But they quiet for the most part. So that's what counts. They don't go back to school till Tuesday. But shout out to y'all. Let me see who we got in here. Y'all excited for this new content? Look at us, y'all. Clock it, clock it. We just getting into the Claressa content, baby. Because listen, your girl been viral a whole lot lately in these social media streets. And it seems to me that it's not for the right reasons, unfortunately. I kind of gave a little 1-2 on my thoughts on her some months back. Well, not even months. I probably last year sometime, y'all. Whenever the whole Remy Ma exposure situation happened with Easy the Block Captain, Claressa Pap, and Remy or whatever. And a lot of people was on my neck, child. It was like, because I'm a big Rem fan. Like, I love me some Remy Ma, okay? Now, I still acknowledge the factors of, the Easy the Block Captain and the Rim situation being wrong and all of that. But at the end of the day, I love who I love. And it was always something about Claressa that rubbed me the wrong way. And now look at everything that's going on. Child, but we're going to get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it. Let me see who we got in here. Hey, Lex. Hey, my love. You say, girl, yes. Yes, let's talk about this girl right here. Hey, Pop. Y'all, so many people talking about it. Like, I even spoke with Nyla Says. I don't know if y'all are too familiar with her, but she's kind of big in the YouTube streets or whatever. And I had got permission from her to, kind of react to her video because she interviewed this girl whose son is the face of the Flint water situation. And it's a whole child, it's a lot going on right there, y'all. So we're gonna kind of get into that too. So we just basically with this live gonna do we're gonna ease our way into it, and then this gonna be a part of the content, like because it's always something happening or going on social media with Claressa. It's always something going on. Now you got them beefing with 50. I don't think nobody want to beef with 50 because he is Mr. Petty Boo. Okay, like he don't know when to stop. But anyways, hey Terry, bro, thank you for the copyright and fair use. We definitely need it. It says copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance made for fair use for purpose such as a criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Even though I did get permission, I still would like, I still want to read that. Hey, Miss Darlene, thank you, my love. Hey, Lou in the building. Hey, Becca, Miss Geraldine, Miss Tawanda, Rakita, Zaisha, my love. She was like, Pop, are you calling us today? I was like, no, I'm going to call y'all tomorrow. Last night I was trying to do a little research, so I couldn't call y'all last night, baby. But, we on the phone today, okay? So, yeah, we on the phone today. Hey, Ranita. Hey, Miss Janice. Hey, Tay, my love. Miss Dee Dee. Who else is here? Caramel, my girl in the building. Show me your glory, period. We got Miss Wendy. We got Miss Denise. We got Keisha. Shout out to my green team. I see y'all flooding the chat per usual. Miss Duncan, Miss Jackie, Queen Love Mail, Miss Dina, Sweetly Favor. We got Miss Mercedes. We got Forever Chosen. We got Raquel, Miss Michelle Spikes, Snooki, baby, y'all. One thing about my green team, look, I wish they would give us a different color, okay? Because we different. We need our own color. We ain't trying to be green like everybody else. We need our own color, maybe like black or something. Because yeah, we different. We different over here. Hey, Basha. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Hey, Miss Renee. E2 Short in the building. Miss Yolanda. Wait, I said Miss Renee. Hold on. Okay, that's it. All right, y'all. If y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash out me a $ Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people that supports that app. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker or a gift, because I do have it on the portrait, because I try to do both, y'all, for that purpose, because I do like getting the gifts also. So that's why I'll switch between portrait and landscape. That way I'm not missing out. Because some people, started like really giving the gifts or whatever on the portrait feature, and then I switch back um to landscape. But I'm gonna be switching, just depending on what the live stream is, how much receipts I'm presenting, that's gonna determine which one I use, y'all. So that's why I did that. But I always set a little goal of 15. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it's greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. You can also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to my green team. Period. I love y'all down. Please, y'all, watch those ads. Please hit that like button. I don't know if my hype button is back, but if it is, hype your girl up. If you see it, that will help push me even further in the algorithm, since I'm really just trying to get my groove back. Okay. So I need y'all help now. I need y'all help. I'm a little unmotivated too. That's why y'all ain't been seeing me too much, because after, dealing with the loss and then trying to get back into the groove, it's just like my head is all over the place. So I'm trying to motivate myself so I could get back into going live like I normally would. So I need my people. I need y'all help with that. Okay? Period. But anyways, y'all, hey Miss Deborah, hey Christina. Hit that like button as y'all come in. Please hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, like I was saying. So I pulled up basically a little summary about everything that's going on with Claressa, y'all, and then we're gonna get into that video and do a little 1-2 reaction to it. So number one of the summary, it says ongoing hip hop beef with 50 Cent and Papoose. The biggest social media stir right now involves Claressa Shields jumping into a feud between rappers 50 Cent and Papoose. See, I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was 50 said something about Claressa and then Papoose jumped into it. Let me know what did y'all see? Because here it's saying that the beef was between 50 Cent and Papoose and then Claressa jumped in. But I thought it was the other way around. So I don't know. Did you see me old Sarah reading on Pap? No, I'm going to watch it. I did see it popped up, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So I will. Basha said, I've been trying to keep up with this. Yes, it's a lot of drama, y'all. It's a lot of drama. We love a little drama now. Long as it ain't ours, we love a little drama. So we gonna definitely keep up with it, baby. We'll keep up with it, y'all. So it says 50 Cent has been trolling Shields and Papoose on Instagram with memes and clips. And Shields has fired back publicly, calling out 50's behavior and defending herself and her partner. Part of this chaos involves clips and trolling posts about Shields, Papoose, and Remy Ma. Papoose estranged wife, not ex-wife, wife. They still legal, y'all. You know what's crazy? I heard that Papoose and Remy ain't even legally separated. So I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have to look into that because I heard something about the divorce being pulled and them not getting a divorce child. So it's a whole lot going on with that. So I'm gonna have to look into that. It says, let me see, hold up. Part of this chaos involves clips and trolling posts. Okay, I read that part, which have spread widely on X/Instagram, igniting fans' reactions and debate online. When I tell y'all, I went on Instagram earlier to try to see what was going on, and I ain't gonna lie, both Papoose Instagram and 50 Instagram is getting a lot of engagement with this beat. Like, it's kind of equal. It's kind of down the line if you ask me, because when I looked at the things that Papoose was posting about 50, he was getting millions of views on his, and then vice versa, 50 Cent also. So I'm like, okay, it's a little mutual going on when it comes to engagement. It ain't just 50 just dogging him out. Papoose is clapping back too, big. Okay. I used to say 50 complimented Remy years ago when she lost Pap. Pap was like, don't worry about Don't worry about my girl. Nothing was said for years up until the other day when 50 made that clip. Oh, I didn't know that. Hey, Sunflower. Hey, Brittany. They recently withdrew the whole divorce talk. See, I knew I heard something about that, but I'm a look into that and get all the details for y'all because I did hear it. I didn't know it to be true. But my thing is, why? Why? Because both parties are said to be, in relationships or whatever, and child, that's interesting. That's interesting because it make you wonder, like, why is that? And even this most recent sighting, I don't know if y'all heard about this or seen this on social media, but it been all over social media, specifically Instagram, where Remy Ma was out buying a new fur coat at Danny's Leather in New York, y'all. And apparently the owner of Danny's Leather, Mr. Daniel, he posted a picture of him and Pap, and he had the same shirt on that he had on in the video with Remy Ma. So yeah, y'all know people quickly picked up on that and clipped it and posted it all over the internet. Tasha K, because y'all know Tasha K can't stand Claressa, so she was one of the first ones that I seen that jumped on it. So that was real interesting to see how, that was Christmas time and you in the store with Rim and Claressa over there in Louis Vuitton by herself buying herself gifts, child. So I don't know, y'all. I would be a little mad because if this is my man, but this is why you gotta be careful when you dealing with a married man. This man is still legally married to Rim at the end of the day. So if they were to just get back together, then what could people really say, y'all? They could say, oh, well, that's messed up for him, dragging Claressa along. But at the end of the day, Claressa might be young, but she's still a grown woman when it comes to decision making, right? So she's very much aware of this man's circumstances. It's not like she's in the not knowing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she don't know that this man is still legally married to Remy Ma. So she knows that even as far as her making plans on having a baby with this man and all of that. Well, for one, you need to be this is gonna be your first child. You need to consider him getting his divorce legally first before you consider popping out a baby in 2026. Because she's talking about having a baby in 2020. Well, this year, y'all. This year. She said that last year that she wanted to have her first baby in 2026. So that's gonna be real interesting. That's gonna be oh Lord, I would try not to be so petty, but y'all know I had my hunch about this girl. And listen, let me say this too, because I want to be fair. I appreciate and I also congratulate her on, being so decorated when it comes to women's boxing, y'all. She has made a major difference. She has brought a lot of things to the sport, but I feel like at this point it's being overshadowed by all of the public backlash. Everything it's like she don't have a PR team. Where is her PR team? Because this is not a good look, y'all. This ain't a good look. And now it makes me think about Layla. Because I was on baby. When Layla popped out, whenever they had their little 1-2, I was on Layla's side because Layla is very much a classy woman. She ain't ghetto, she ain't ratchet, she ain't, she ain't with the shits, but she can get with it a little bit in a class. She gonna read you in a classy way, baby. And so that's a big difference when it comes to those two ladies. And the fact that Layla tried to give her gems and tried to help her with her brand situation, which Claressa admitted to Layla giving her gems as far as, managing her brand after the retirement. Because that's where the real money coming at. That's what see women's boxing and men's boxing is totally different when it comes to the bag, y'all. The men and that's pretty much in every sport. When for some reason women get we as women get the lower end of the stick, right? When it comes to the manyan. But after the retirement, when the branding and all of that, when you really settle into your domestic part of your womanhood and mommy and wife and this and that, that's where the manyan really coming at. And she's ruining that for herself right now with everything that she's doing on social media. Sometimes you gotta know when to just let it slide off your back. everything is not meant to be addressed. And y'all know I could speak to that because listen, I don't address everything. Everything is not meant to be addressed. Some things you just have to let slide off your back. Let people have it, especially when you are a public figure, a role model, a big name in the industry in the sports world. Sometimes you got because people will try to pick arguments with you. They'll do different little things to get your attention because they want clout, and you got to know how to let them have it. And it seems like she can't do that, and she don't have nobody backing her to really school her on what she puts out publicly. And it's so unfortunate because she's still a young girl. I'm not gonna be too hard on her because at the end of the day, I don't too much give a pass for being young because at the end of the day, you're still a grown woman. But like, come on now, it's time to get it together, or she's gonna really ruin it for her bag in the long run. That longevity bag, baby. Okay, that generational wealth. Period. Thank you, Taya, my first super. Come on, y'all, show me some love. Show y'all girls some love. I told y'all I need y'all help. I'm trying to get back in the fold, baby. I need y'all help. I need y'all to motivate me just a little bit, because I've been a little down. But we're gonna get it together. Oh, that's cute, Tootie. That came in your gift. What you got there for y'all holiday? That's cute. Tell everybody, hey.
Hey y'all, the truth is ready. Support me and my mama.
Bye. Get out. Bye, Tootie. Get out. Just I hope y'all have a good day. Close my door, Ham. All right, you said, she a champion, but in real life, she a chump. Not a chump. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let's see. Ham, come bring me $1. That little girl. You said so Remy. Wait, so Remy isn't with that young rapper anymore? No, Brittany, where you been? She with Papoose. What young rapper she was with? I don't remember a young rapper. She's with Papoose. For the ones that don't know, that's good. But you know what? I'm kind of glad we do have some people in here that don't really know what's going on, because y'all gonna be eager to want to know what's going on. I don't want everybody to be up on speed and it's like, what we talking about it for? Because everybody already know. But yeah, she's with Papoose, Remy's husband. Okay. She overshadowed her accomplishments with Pap. Then Clarissa's sister going live. Listen. So that's another thing Nyla Says did a video on, and I might play a little bit of that one too, y'all. I don't know if it's a sister or I think I seen family member, but Nyla interviewed the lady whose son was the face of the Flint water situation, and apparently Clarissa had got online saying something about the lady was looking for her or something like that, y'all. So we're gonna get into that. And we're gonna play a little bit of the family member, because a lot of people been speaking out against Clarissa for some reason. Like, I'm like, God, what is going on with this girl? Hey, thank you, Miss Charlene, for being a member for 22 months. You say, hey, Lupac and Chad. She cannot blame no one for her own stupidity. This is her fault. I respect her completely, but she a clown, no shade. Child, she don't like Sweet Ma on her tail. Y'all, listen. Shout out to Sweet Ma, because Sweet Ma been doing her big one. I actually spoke with her earlier about, we didn't go into too much detail about this, but I was trying to see if I could interview her on her situation with Clarissa. So, she got a few things to get out of the way. And then, matter of fact, I got to message her back, y'all. But she been doing her big one. Between her and Nyla Sands, baby, they clocking Clarissa all up and down these YouTube streets. Okay. Thank you, child of God. You say, Pac, something wrong mentally. Yes, definitely. I don't know if it's, because of her being hit from boxing, or if she was just born like that, child. I don't know. But Lord, I don't know, y'all. It's like, I don't want, and I'm trying not to be ugly. Like, I don't want to be so insulting, but it's just, that's why I keep saying it's not a good look on her part. Like, she needs somebody on her team that can really get her together. Maybe everybody's scared of her. I don't know. Maybe they scared, y'all. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think I did hear her mention it on, it was either the Breakfast Club interview or Shannon's Club Shay Shay, when she said that Pap is really the only person that can get her and keep her all the way together. So I don't know, child. Lupac, Ham has your person. She really does. Like Ham is all of me, y'all. She look just like me and she act just like no cap. And I'm a Pisces and she a Scorpio, but she is everything me. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Lupac, I now do. Yes, ma'am. Ethan Block Captain. She might be private, but it don't seem Remy still dating him. I don't think so either. I don't think they date no more either. Let me see. You say her cousin been speaking out against her. So it's the cousin. Her sister Brianna is the one going live threatening. Oh, so it's Brianna that's teeing the flit lady. Okay, well we finna get into that. That's her sister drunk on live. Oh wow. Her cousin, I seen that interview on Tasha K, y'all. I did see that one. Claressa family said before being famous, she collected disability checks for mental illness. Oh wow. See, I'm learning a lot from y'all too. You say if Claressa is alone and Remy is back with her husband, then what? Claressa needs to, yep, she need to focus on her boxing. She need to focus because for one, I feel like she's moving a little too far, like a little too fast with him. And I don't know if she's really thinking about it, the situation as a whole, y'all, because she made a comment. Now, I don't know if y'all seen the Breakfast Club interview. Mind you, that interview was supposed to be about Papoose, right? So they started talking about Papoose and Remy a lot in the interview. And you can see because people started clipping and memeing Claressa's face during the interview. So she was like, you could tell she was getting her feelings because they kept bringing up Remy Ma during the interview, right? And they ended up pulling her a chair so she could join. Funny, so she could join the interview, y'all. And it was a point where, I think it was, what is his name? Not Charlemagne. What is the other one, y'all? The bright one. What was he a DJ? Damn, I forgot his name. Put his name in the chat, y'all. The other guy that's on the Breakfast Club. He had made a comment and said, y'all had what 20 years together or something along those lines. So Claressa kind of got in her feelings, and she, when she started talking or whatever, she was like, "We almost 2 years in. It's gonna be 2 years in September." I'm like, "Girl, September meaning next September, meaning y'all just made a year." That was so funny to me. Like she trying to compare time a little bit, and it's like, girl, that ain't got nothing on 20 years. Okay, these people practically grew up together. Hence why I personally think he'll never fully get over Remy. They got too much history. Too much history, y'all. Like it's too much. And the fact that they not, and I could see if they was actually divorced and then Claressa started dating him, but the fact that you went into that situation while this man is still legally married to this woman, that also makes you question, and it's kind of red flaggish if he's fully over his ex-wife. Because, like, come on now, I don't know, child, I don't know. That's a little tricky. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Q. You said she was born like that because she didn't even talk until she was 5. Oh wow. See, y'all know a lot, baby. Y'all know more than me. Hey Jules. Hey Miss Alita. You said, hey Pac. I'll say it a few fries short of a Happy Meal. I think she's gonna snap one day. Miss Duncan says she's giving a little scary and unhinged. It's gonna hurt her if he goes back to his wife. I think that's gonna send her over. If that man goes back to Remy Ma, y'all know it's gonna be public for one. That is going to send her over. They might have to admit her. And let me tell y'all why I personally feel like it's a possibility that it could happen, right? Especially if Remy and Easy the Block Captain are no longer dating. Let me tell y'all this. So I don't know if y'all remember this, but I feel like this was overshadowed. And I'm gonna have to go back and pull these receipts because I did have them last year when this first came out, right? When Remy first exposed that Claressa was begging Papoose in text messages to acknowledge her and give her attention and buy her flowers and this and that. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Remy Ma went through Papoose' phone. This is when Papoose was still living with Remy in Remy's house, but they wasn't together. He was just sleeping on the sofa. He still wanted to be with Remy, right? But Remy went through his phone And this is what Remy said. Remy said that the reason why she exposed the situation with Claressa is because she wanted Pap out of her house. Because she was like, the marriage was over. He's sleeping on the sofa. Why are you still here? Okay? And she was dating Easy the Block Captain, right? So in those messages also, and like I said, I feel like a lot of those receipts got overshadowed because so many people was mad at Remy because of the Easy the Block Captain situation that they didn't really, acknowledge those receipts. And those receipts were very telling. Y'all know I'm a receipt person, baby. I try to keep my feelings out of it because when you get emotionally attached to something, you will not see things clearly. You will not. Like when you covering something, once you become emotionally attached and like you become biased for one, and you will overlook things intentionally but unintentionally, just based off of your emotions. So I try to keep the emotions out of it. So when that happened, I really focused on those receipts and I said, you know what? One day I'm gonna have to go back to them receipts and look what we got going on right now. But in those receipts, Papoose had took a trip to, I want to say Africa, y'all. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Africa. And he left Claressa. Claressa didn't go on the trip with him. But while he was in Africa, he was messaging and calling Remy the whole time and sending her videos and this and that, right? Of things that he was doing out there. So Remy exposed that also. She exposed that also. And it was something about, I forgot. It was something about, I don't know if it was an excuse made about a vaccine or something that had to be had to go on the trip. It was something along those lines. But I personally feel like even in that moment, he took the opportunity to, chat with Remy more and call Remy more and share more of his experience on that trip with Remy than Claressa. And he was with Claressa at that time. So that spoke volumes to me. That spoke big volumes, and child, listen, even him making an excuse, texting her at 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, asking about the daughter, knowing that their baby girl was in the bed. Like, come on now. A 6, 7 year old. Why would she be up at 11 o'clock on a school night? But yeah, that listen, if you know, you know. We as women, we know what time it is when they come with these babies. That is okay. So yeah, y'all, I don't be fooled. I really believe that if Remy was to say, come on back home, Zietti, that man is coming on back home. Period. And he bringing Claressa money with him. Cause I wish I could find that clip, man. It's y'all remember those viral videos of Remy whenever all of this was going on, and she was saying that she was calling Claressa's Pap's current come up. And she was like, don't nobody fall in love faster than a man who needs a place to stay. And that was funny. But damn, what was I gonna say? Y'all I lost my thought laughing at that. But it was something else that she said in those clips. I cannot remember. Oh, she was like, you his current come up or whatever. And she was saying that Pap was Claressa's manager and he was getting a percentage off of her money. Y'all remember Claressa denied that. She denied those allegations. She said Pap had his own money. Pap is a working man. He don't need my money and all of that good stuff, right? Now look what's going on. Y'all seen the whole Win Record label situation? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Y'all seen the whole Win Records? Y'all know she signed a record deal with Win Records. Now, if you look at the record deal situation, then you will see that ain't nobody on that label for real that's even known except for, I want to say, Pap. So he's getting a percentage off of that because he's the one who did he really founded her? Well, however they say that, child. So I don't know. But I heard through watching videos that it ain't even a good deal. Like it wasn't even a good deal. And he's definitely benefiting majorly off of signing her. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go down in the comments. Win Record. Yup. He is her manager, Pac. He 50%. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. First of all, I don't want to date no man that I have to hire as a manager or that needs, that's even in that time. No, I don't want our business to be connected no type of way. Now, if we get married and years down the line we do something together mutually, that's different. But ain't no ninja getting no 50%, 30%, 20%, 25, 7, none of that off of my name and brand and likeness. That's not gonna happen. Because then I'm gonna feel like you only in it for the money. Because now you got this man out in public with her dodging kisses and shit. Like what? That y'all, he remind me of how Janelle would do Brie. And I don't even want to bring that up. But that's what that kind of remind me of. Like he's just seen with her just to be seen with her. I never got in love, quote unquote, when it comes to these two. I never got that from them. I don't know how people be saying that all over social media. Oh, they so in love. He loved her so much. I've never got that vibe from him. And I'm not just saying that because I like Remy Ma, because I don't have no issue with Claressa either. I'm just calling it like I see it. But I want her to be with somebody, and she don't even have to be with nobody her age, because y'all know as women we tend to date a little older, more mature, right? Unless you're just trying to have a little good time or whatever, you might get to a little young thing. But for the most part, settling down wise, we tend to go with the older guys or whatever. But he a little too old with her. I mean, too old for her. Imagine that, y'all. Imagine this, what she is, 30-year-old girl having a baby with this 48-year-old man, 48, 47, whatever he is. He's almost 20 years, y'all. He got kids her age, damn near. I want to say Claressa and his daughter is the same age. That is crazy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You cannot tell me or convince me that this man is really in head over heels in love with this girl. I want her to have somebody, because she gives the lover girl type. She gives, when she's in a relationship, she's all in 100%. And I would hate for her to see her get her feelings hurt thinking that a man is all into her and he's really not. Like that's going that heart, y'all. If they don't make it, Remy did warn her. She did. She tried to warn her, and people was like, "Oh, Remy jealous and da da da." Why would she be jealous when she left Pap? Why would this is what I don't get. This lady was with Papoose for 20 something years. She know that man. She, like my grandma used to say, I know his dirty draw. Okay? She know his dirty draw. So I don't think she has a reason to be jealous over a man that she left. Papoose didn't leave Remy. Remy left Papoose. So I don't think it's a jealousy type of situation when you know you can get that man back at the drop of a dime, baby. Look how he pulled up in Daniel's leather with her holding her purse. Cause somebody had to hold a purse while she tried on the jacket. So people better quit playing. Somebody had to hold the Chanel while she tried on the fur. Claressa's man was holding the Chanel. Okay, so I don't think it would be a problem if Remy say, "Hey, come on back home. We miss you. We love you." Child, listen, Linda. Okay, let me go up. Thank you, Q. You said she got his name tattooed. Y'all. Oh, let me show y'all some receipts, because I did. Hold on, y'all. I should have sent this to my email, but I did pull a few receipts that I wanted to show y'all before we get into this audio. Hold on, y'all. Let me find them so I can send them to my email right quick. Because thank you, Q, for reminding me. Because I did pull a couple receipts. Let's see. This is one. Let me make it bigger. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Where's the other one? Okay, this is another one. While people playing, because we about to talk about that tattoo situation. We finna get into that a little bit. We finna get into that, y'all. Because, yeah. I wonder who, wait, hold on. I don't know who this one is. Y'all might could tell me. I'm gonna put it on the screen so y'all can see it. Hold up, hold up. Let me save it and send it to my email. Is that all of them? Oh, I got one more. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Hit the like button. We got 312 people in here. Please hit the like button for Pac, y'all. Please support my little goal if y'all can. And whenever I set a goal, y'all, like whatever I set it for, y'all don't have to send, like let's say I do, because I always do the $10 thing on the goal. Y'all don't have to send that. That's not mandatory. You can send whatever you want whenever I set a goal. Okay? I'm not that type of person. I'm not like that. You can send whatever you want if you can to support. If you can't, that's fine too. Just please hit that like button, watch them ads. But yeah, you don't have to send whatever I set it for. You can send whatever you want. All right, let's send these to my email. One. I need to figure out why I can't. See, with this phone, I can only send one attachment at a time for some reason. I don't know why. I gotta get me another phone. See, I try to be cheap and go grab this cheap phone. Let's see it. And it's some trash, baby. Some trash. I need to get my good phone back. Okay, hold up, y'all. I'm coming. Yes, and I got two more. Okay, let's see. And all right, I got one more. Wait, this not it. Right here. All right. I think that's it. Let me see if I need to show y'all something else. Wait, what is this text message? Hold on, y'all. Because I'm finding stuff. This might be from whenever all that stuff happened. Let's see what this says. You take accountability. Oh, okay. Let me send this one too. Hold up, y'all. Send. All right, that's good for now because I don't like to hold up my stuff. All right, let me go down to the bottom of the comments and Remy addressed him as Pap. Remy said Pap comes when she calls. Lupac also like or maybe Claressa and Kevin Gates would be a perfect. Shut up there. Thank you, Taya, my love. You say supporting you, my love. Thank you, I appreciate you. Okay, let me show y'all this. Let me go to my email and pull it up. Okay. This is one. Let's open this one up. Two. Three. Okay. Four. And five. All right, let's see. Let me put this on the screen. Thank you, Miss Renee. Thank you, my love. I appreciate the support. Okay. Okay, let's do this one first. All right, so y'all, she went and got this, right? First of all, ain't no way in hell I'm finna get a married man's name tattooed on me. I'm not getting your name tattooed and you ain't married. Y'all know when this came out, it was a whole lot of controversy surrounding her little underboob tattoo of Papoose' name, right? Because people were like generally concerned, or is it genuinely concerned? I don't know. But people was concerned because why? Why would you do that? First of all, if that man has a body full of tattoos including tattoos of his ex-wife, well, not even ex, of his wife, and he not even trying to have that mutual conversation with you about getting a tattoo of your name, that's a red flag. Because he put Remy on him. And when I say he put Remy on him, let me show y'all how he put Remy on him. Baby, you can't avoid seeing Remy on him. Okay? This is Remy on him. Poor child, he got a whole Remy bottle, baby. Remy Martin bottle. And it ain't small either, y'all. The whole forearm is Remy Ma on the Remy Martin bottle. Ain't no way in hell. So he can't even use the excuse. You know how some men be like, oh no, I don't believe in putting, women on I don't believe in tattooing women's names, because energy exchange and all that. No, he can't even use that excuse because this is his tattoo of Remy on his forearm. Let me show y'all another one. Hold up. That ain't it. Let's show y'all this one. So y'all can see how big it really is. Hold on. This is him on TV. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Damn. Wait, I probably can. Let me pull it over here. Might get a little bigger. Yep. Y'all see that? His whole forearm. Ain't no way in hell, baby. It says Remy Mackey. Listen, and this is her face on the bottle. So he didn't just get her name, he got her face and her name. Oh, Lord, listen. That should have been her red flag right there. Because I don't know if she did it as a surprise to him. If she was like, oh, let me surprise my man and put his name on me under the boob. So I don't know if she did it as a surprise or if he was in the known. But it's no way. It's no way because now I'm expecting you to return that energy. And it ain't given that he's gonna do that no time soon. But I would like to be a fly on the wall to know that, to hear that conversation. I would like to hear his excuse as to why he does not have Claressa's name tatted on him. Because Pat gives me a very spiritual person. He gives me, he's very much into his spiritual self, right? That's the vibe that I get from him. And we all know that, well, I ain't gonna say we all because some people don't believe in it, but I highly believe that, when you get somebody's name tattooed on you, it draws some type of energy from that person, like a spiritual connection. I believe in that, okay? So I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel about that. How y'all feel about him having Remy with a whole Remy Martin bottle on his forearm and Claressa getting the underboob tattoo and him not at least getting CS, at least the abbreviation. Ninja didn't even get just the first letters of her name. Like child, oh Lord. I just y'all, I feel, I hope I'm not right, but I feel strongly when I say I feel like this man is only using this girl. He used her to help, get over Remy. Not even to say get over Remy. I won't even say because I feel like he ain't over Remy. To be honest, I personally feel like he never got over Remy, and he never will. Cause y'all. They created black love together. Now you got Claressa over there talking about some gold love. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We can't be redoing. First of all, I wouldn't even want to try to mock that because that's a whole brand. Black love is a brand. That's why I say these people they got too much history together. Too much history. Thank you, child of God. You say it will take a lot to cover that up. I don't think he's covering it up. I personally don't think, unless he gon' just fill in over her face. I don't know. I personally don't think if he was gonna cover it up, he would have did it, and he never covered it up. But y'all help me with this one. This is another one that I found. Um, Help me out with this one because it's 3 tattoos actually. So I don't know if this who are all of these tattoos, right? So you got Papoose one right here. Let me make it bigger. Oop, I ain't took this one down. Hold up, let's take this down. All right, so you got Papoose one with the bottle, and then who is in the middle? Maybe it's her son, but it's 3. This is three different people, y'all. So this is Papoose with the Remy Martin bottle, right? So I'm thinking maybe one of these is her son Jace, because y'all know he's of age. But who is the other one? Who's the one with the hand tattoo? See, that's the one that confused me. I don't know. Let me know if y'all know who these are. Um, I said that earlier. Lupaki used her. Does the daughter of Remy and Papoose like her mother? Or not? I'm not sure. That's something I don't think they would bring that to the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody ever spoke on. I don't even, to be honest, I don't even think Lil Reminisce even been around Claressa like as far as by herself. I don't think Remy going for that. And you know what? I wouldn't blame Remy because shout out to Nyla because Nyla also said this. You gotta be real careful of allowing your child around somebody who's clearly obsessed with you. And I'm talking about, in my opinion, y'all, based off of everything that I've seen, Claressa has a weird obsession with Remy. And I don't even think it has anything to do with Pap. If we take it back, right before Claressa and Pap even got involved, Claressa was in Remy's DM asking her about clothing advice, like how to dress, just for her to later start dating her husband. So I don't know if y'all remember that, but those receipts came out too, where Claressa was in Remy's DM asking her about, how to dress and this and that and all of this. So that's real interesting. But I don't think I wouldn't do it. I would be real skeptical about allowing my child to be around somebody who's clearly obsessed with this lady. Y'all, remember when the video, and this was recent. This was the other day, whenever I think it was Christmas, maybe around Christmas, whenever Remy went to Daniel's Leather and she was, she made the little video or whatever, because Remy looked good. Okay. Remy is T right now. Glow Up is on 10, baby. And that's not even to down Claressa, because Claressa looked good too, right? But people were all in the comments. I'm talking about they gassed Remy to the highest power, baby. You look so good, da 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 da. Like she was eating the girl stuff. Okay, she was eating, and she looked so good in that. Let me show y'all. Hold up, because this was her that day. I got another receipt to show y'all too. It's a text message from that around that time. Where's those pictures? Because I was supposed to put on a thumbnail, but I'm gonna wait till the next live to add it to the thumbnail. Let me see which one I want to use, because baby, she ate the girl up. Okay. Should I use this one? Yeah, let's use this one. Share. All right. Who sent me that? Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Tanya. You did not have to do that. You are appreciated though, okay? Listen, I appreciate it. But thank you so much. You always do your big one on pop. Thank you. I appreciate that. You said to clear your goal and send my condolences. Thank you, Miss Tanya. Yeah. Thank you so much, my love. I'm gonna buy myself something nice, girl. Thank you. Okay, who's she gonna Miss Tanya? She be trying to make me cry, y'all. She be trying to make me cry, okay? She be trying to make an old thug cry, baby. Let me show y'all this. Let me stop counting. Okay, and I'm gonna show y'all the text message. We ain't even got to the video yet, y'all. Why it ain't sent yet? Hold on. Where is you at? Did I send it to the right email? Child, I might have sent that to my other email. Hold on, let's see. Then why is not? What is going on? Hold up, y'all. Okay, there we go. What? It's showing that it's sent. Why is it not showing? Okay, here we go. All right. But the other one, I must have, I don't know what I sent that email to. Y'all, I sent an email to somebody gonna get it. A picture of Remy. Thank you again, Miss Tanya. I appreciate you, my love. Okay, let me show y'all this. Let's take this down. But this was Remy. Let's see, where is it at? This was Remy that day she went to Daniel's Leather when Pap was in there trying to hide in the back, y'all. When he was trying to hide, when he was trying to be incognito, this was her, baby. This was her dressed for the girls, okay? Eating down in that Chanel down, baby. This was her. Matter of fact, this is the coat that she bought, right? This is the coat, the white fur that she bought. And she posted this on her Instagram. She posted like a little 1-2 video or whatever. And people, like the girls went crazy. Some of the fellas too, okay? But the girls went crazy because, you know, the ones who ain't haters, when we see a girl that's, you know, eating down with the fit, look good, body T, face card not declining, you know, we compliment. And they was complimenting her to the gods in the comments. So here comes Claressa in the Louis Vuitton. I wish I could find the video in the Louis Vuitton store, showing her body off in the mirror, talking about natural body tea, natural this, natural that, eating the girls up. I'm so effing fine. I'm fine. I'm this, y'all. But it's nothing wrong with being cocky. It's nothing wrong with having confidence. I would advise anybody to, affirm yourself. Be confident, be cocky. You're supposed to. You are supposed to gas yourself up. But she do it so conveniently right after Remy. And that's why people be clocking her and saying she's obsessed. Because why is it that every time this lady gets a spotlight, you right behind? As if you're in competition with her. I hate a female that has the man and still tries to compete with the ex. Why are we doing that? If you got the man, you shouldn't even be worried about the ex. Unless you scared that the ex can come back through and scoop him up. Hold on, y'all. Ham! Just let my baby warm my coffee. It's a minute, okay? So, all right, stop running. Thank you, Q. You said Claressa wants to destiny swap just like Renee and Timmy. I've heard a few people saying that. Oh, y'all want to hear about her too? Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to cover, because we can add them to the roster also, because they've been going viral a lot too, y'all. So we can add Brene, Tim, and Akira to the roster as well. But this was Remy that day, y'all, and Claressa just had to, like, see y'all in the Louis Vuitton mirror. I would have never posted that. That's why I say she can't have a good PR team, because when your PR is PRing, you ain't doing all of this. You ain't making a fool of yourself all in these social media streets. Something is not right, y'all. Something ain't right. Okay, it's given when you give a ninja a little bit of money. That's what it's given. But let's get into my girl Nyla, because we an hour in and I ain't even got to the video yet. Hold on. Let me I forgot about this, y'all. Before we get into the video, let me read this message real quick, because I completely forgot about this. All right. I found this. I think I got this off of Nyla video, if I'm not mistaken. These are text messages that Remy dropped whenever she exposed Claressa and Pap's relationship, right? I can't really see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull it up on my phone because I can't really see it. I'm going to have to zoom in. Where is it at? Hold up, y'all. I'll pass it up. Oh, here you go. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to make it bigger for y'all. All right. So, you got it, Tootie? All right. Thank you. What's mommy do? All right. So, somebody posted this, and not somebody, Nyla posted this, y'all. And Claressa had shared it and said, this can't be serious. You have two boyfriends. And then Remy say, that's what he told you, laugh out loud, right? This was from last year. This is from when Remy exposed Claressa and Pap's relationship so she could get so she can get Papoose out of her house. So, dang, I can't really see what's in the blue. Hold on, let's see. But that's okay. We are human. We are human beings. No human is gonna be, what does that say? Be able to report their every move. You see nothing wrong with that? Question mark. So then the whoever's in the gray says you take accountability. You are the one. Oh, this is messages between Papoose and Claressa that Remy exposed last year, right? So Claressa tells Papoose, you take accountability. You are the one who is married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know when you made it home safe or to communicate you fell asleep in the Sprinter. So then Papoose says, after the office, I'm going to a Christmas party at the office. After the office, I'm going to a Christmas party at the office. The CEO asked me to come last week. You don't know that, do you? So then Claressa says, Pap, I don't care. I don't care. You have to tell me nothing. So Remy posted that on Instagram and she captioned it and said, Papoose dumbass fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields and she tagged her saying, laying in my house, he refuses to leave. This itch supposed to be a world champion boxer and get scary ass hung up soon as she heard my voice. Now I'm telling everything. Oh, and baby girl, you not the only one. So that was from last year, y'all. I gotta find the rest of the messages though, because I feel like they would be very, very relevant at this time that everything is going on. All right, now let's get into Nyla's video a little bit. We ain't gonna play all of it because it's kind of long. We're just gonna play a little bit of it just to get a little 1-2 from it, y'all. And I might pull up the other one too with the cousin. Dang, come on, earphones. All right, let me Oh, I'm hungry. All right, let me see. Hey, sweet queen. Okay, you said yes, Lupac. Add Tim and Brochet. Okay, I'm gonna add them. Something's not clean in the milk. Some in the milk not clean, girl. Yes, cover them also. But Remy didn't have surgery. She did Ozempic shots. Remy looked good. I'm sorry. And she didn't get no BBL. Only thing I think she did was like a breast lift. She looks good as hell. Okay? She looked good. She eating the girls up. It don't give wisdom too. It does not give that. All right. Let me see. Let me pull up my girl. Hold on, y'all. I gotta open my YouTube up. Please hit that like button, y'all. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like in my Sean Davy Way voice. All right. Where we at? YouTube. Ooh, why is music coming up? Channel. All right. I need to go to I already had it up, so let me hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. I got the timestamp because I do want to watch the Flint part. Hold up, let me see. Screenshot. from today. Where is it at? I thought I screenshot it. 7:40. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me pull this up. Let me go back some. All right. 7:40 is the timestamp. No, it ain't. 7:43. Okay. All right. Let me share it. So, y'all, this is let's see. Hold up. This is Nyla Says. Make sure y'all go follow Nyla because I did ask permission to react to her video a little bit. So make sure y'all go follow her at Nyla Says. It's NYLAH Says SAYS, right? So y'all go follow her. She has a lot of good content, y'all. And and she's a beautiful girl too. I love the way she do her reactions. But she did an interview yesterday with the lady from from Flint, Michigan. Y'all know that's where Claressa from. This lady, if y'all remember, whenever they had the Flint water crisis years back, it was a little boy that was that was like the face of the Flint water crisis because the water had damaged his skin and stuff like that in his face and on his body or whatever. And that's her son, right? So she's been an advocate for it and all kind of stuff, doing big things. And apparently, it's some confusion going on with her and Remy Ma. Now, y'all said in the comments that it's Remy's sister Brianna that's beefing with the lady, but this is the interview right here, so y'all can kind of get a little 1-2 on what's really going on. But I wanted to play this part just so it can give y'all a little backstory of who this lady is or whatever. So let's run it real quick. It's short, y'all. It's short.
Today, I sat down with him and his mom to get their reaction to the settlement. A chatty 3-year-old had a lot to say after Time magazine made him the poster child for the Flint water crisis in 2016.
Are you proud of that magazine?
4 years later, and now 7-year-old Sincere Smith is a little shy. But he still carries around that Time magazine showing his innocent face damaged by the effects of the lead-tainted water.
He really just going to trying to get his skin tone.
That's her, y'all.
So he goes to the dermatologist.
Visible scars, reminders of why Mom Ariana moved her family out into the suburbs during the crisis, thinking it was the best thing for her family. But because she left the city, she lost the financial help she needed to take care of Sincere.
We moved out of the city and lost like benefits, and then we had lost like their medical care, everything that they was covered under when we were in Flint from the water crisis we had lost. So it was like we had to come back.
And when she came back to Flint, Ariana tells me today she quickly realized little had changed, including her own trust for the safety of the water.
Our everyday life is still as it was in 2014, using bottled water for cooking, babies using bottled water, people with skin using bottled water. Like those type of things are still happening.
I might save the money.
Oh, you're gonna save?
And while Ariana is appreciative that her family will receive a share of the $600 million settlement from the Flint water crisis lawsuit, she questions how you can put a dollar amount on human life.
There's so many people who have died. Their families can't bring them back. Money can't bring them back. My daughter's dad died from Legionnaire's disease. It's things like money can't bring those people back. I don't care how much money they're going to give us. I'll still miss him. She'll still never know her dad. People who have lost their family members, they can't get them back. It's no amount of money. That's just going to be an okay amount.
All right. So I just wanted to kind of play that part a little bit just so y'all can get the backstory on who this lady is. This is the lady that Nyla interviewed over, the whole the kids being kicked out from the charity event by Claressa. Because there's something going on. It's some more drama that's attached to Claressa's name. Something about some kids being kicked out from Claressa's charity event or something in Flint, y'all. So the lady gonna kind of give the backstory on it. I'm not gonna play too much of it because, like I said, it's not my video. This is Nyla's video, and that's just how I rock. I don't like to play too much of nobody's content, but I did get permission from her to play it. All right, so let's go to the part when she comes on. I think it's 23. too. All right. Now it went too far.
Came in the house and got off.
Perfect.
I was in the car, so I'm thinking maybe the Wi-Fi was kind of messing it up a little
Probably
bit.
And honestly, StreamYard acts kind of stupid sometime when people join from their phone. It does that. So it's not you. It's not you. It's the app. So let's go ahead and get into it again. Where were we? We were talking about basically. So did you actually see it live while it happened, or did someone call you?
The Claressa thing?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm guessing it got deleted. She deleted her initial video, and like it got like we got it secondhand from a blog, and that's how it got sent to me, was from a blog. And then like a lot of people was like, Ari, I think she's talking about you. I'm like, talking about me for what? Like I already said something about the toy drive. I already addressed it, said I was wrong. I shouldn't have came up there, blasity. They like, no, she on there, she going in on you. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's 5 days later. This happened on the 22nd. Like, this is now the 27th or the 28th, and she made a video. So I was like lost onto the video until I actually seen the whole thing, and I was like, wow.
So what exactly? What is she? What?
You know what I think, y'all, and y'all know I gotta stop and give commentary, or I will get a strike. Right? YouTube gonna flag me. But you know what I think it is, just based off of what this lady just said. Even as to say Claressa has millions of followers, right? I've noticed something about people who like public attention, like who craves it, who seeks public validation. They don't care how many followers they got. They do things for those moments of public validation. And that's what it gives to me when it comes to her. And y'all know, we know somebody that's just like that. I ain't even gonna bring her up, but we know somebody just like that. But that's what it gives to me, because I've never seen somebody that stays in the media so much attached to negativity. It's rarely anything positive. It's always something negative. But this lady literally just said that she apologized because she was wrong about the toy drive situation, and she was confused as to why Claressa waited 5 days later to get on live and pop-ish about her. So that's seeking validation after the fact is crazy to me. That is definitely attention seeking. All right, let's go.
What did she say?
So I initially, like, I was never going to go into the toy drive. Again, let me just clear this up. I am the face of what happens in Flint. My son is invited to everything. His school has something to do with that. The friends of BB Nolan, who died, who was a big part of the Burston Field House, they also invited us down there. And so although Claressa was the face of whatever happened down there, that also is a Burston Field House is a hub for everybody. So it was a lot of people there, whether they supported Claressa or they were just there from the other sponsors. So that's how we initially got there. We were invited up there. We were supposed to, my son was supposed to do a interview with one of our local news stations, and he was going to be there. They was going to do it or whatever. I'm not in the way of stopping him from doing what he's doing, because he's been doing this in the community, from Claressa's toy drives to Little Miss Flint toy drives to anybody's toy drives that know Sincere. He gonna be there. That's why we were there.
Okay, so clearly your son, the invite was not, you didn't just see her posting online and say, hey, I'm showing up.
I don't follow her. I don't
Your
follow
son?
Claressa. I don't care to even be in the realm of what she got going on, besides she's from Flint and she a boxer, and I hope she win. That's it. Other than that, I'm not here to, I care less about what she got going on in her life.
Okay, so the invite came from someone else. And this is, like you were saying, those of you that are just getting in, her son is the face of the Flint water crisis. He was featured in Time magazine about a decade ago. There have been lots of, more than a decade ago now, I believe, lots of write-ups and articles about him. And she is an activist actively right now for Flint water. And you have the political connections. You are in service to your community. So people are reaching out to you saying, hey, this is happening. So, take your son up here because, he's a known child in the community, right? So you go up there. From what I gathered, the way Claressa broke it down, and y'all in the chat can tell me if y'all think that y'all got the same kind of feel from this, but the vibe was poverty shaming to me. That's what I got from it. And so you decide to take your son. It was not up. You were not interested in putting hands and feet on her. You were not going there on no
wasn't
Devo.
No, it wasn't none of that. It was a kid event, and I was strictly going. I also have a daughter who looks up to Claressa. Again, Claressa was a rapper, and these little girls in Flint, they like Claressa.
That speaks volumes. The fact that even when she said she's from Flint and I hope she wins. I don't know how many people caught that, but that spoke volumes to me because, generally when you don't like somebody, you don't want to see them win either. Like, I don't like that bitch. I don't care what she got going on. But even with her saying her daughter looks up to Claressa, that speaks volumes also. But to think that this lady is an activist, literally a community activist with her son, is showing up to your event on some rah-rah, like she gonna really, who the hell in their right mind finna even, I don't care if she's in a boxing ring, ain't nobody stepping to Claressa on no rah-rah. Period. Like, what would make her think that? That's the crazy part. Girl, don't nobody want to fight you with them big old arms. Ain't nobody on that type of time, baby, okay?
Not here to tell my daughter, don't you like her because she's that's not me. This little girl sees a whole nother version of you. I only see what you put on the internet and don't agree with. But she sees a whole different version of you. So again, another reason why we were there,
that's not
because
her.
My daughter supports you. She liked you. She wanted to meet you. So with her brother being who he was, it goes hand in hand. I could just go with my brother and I could meet this girl and they can do their thing. I didn't want to go in there. I did not want to go in there. The lady told us that they needed a parent. I had them up there by themselves with my friend and her kids and my auntie and her daughter and her niece. And then when they lady got to my kids, she said they needed a parent. My friend said, well, you got to come up here because she said they need a parent. Okay, cool. I'll come in there and I'll sign them in. The lady said, okay, well, after we sign everybody in, then the kids going to go this way. The parents going to go that way.
Okay, does anybody know what the initial beef is? If anybody that's been following this situation, if you know, what is the initial beef? Like, what started to where? Because from what I'm hearing, this is my first time watching this in its well, not in its entirety, but I didn't actually watch it before. But what started the beef? I don't know if it's beef or not, between Claressa and Ari. For her to not, for her to even say, hey, I'm going to bring my kids to the event, but I'm going to stay in the car, because clearly there's some friction there. So that's what I'm wondering, like, how did all of this come about to even be a thing, quote unquote? Anybody know? You want me to find out? I'm going to find out. I'm going to ask Nyla. I'm going to ask Nyla because she don't say it here. She's not saying how they initially got into it or what happened or anything like that, okay? It ain't been stated, y'all. All right.
That's how I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Claressa decides, I guess, she walked in. She seen me 3 times. She walked in, walked right past us like she told everybody we was at the front of the line. We were there early. It wasn't that many people there. So, yeah, we were at the front of the line. She walked past us 3 times. She walked in and walked past us. She walked back out and walked past us. She walked back in again. Looked in the crowd, walked back out again, and she came in here with her and Papoose and 20 other camera people and all of these other charades of people, and she walked up and she said, you got to go. I said, okay. I felt this was coming. I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave because I don't want to mess up what you got going on. She kept going. I said, Claressa, you just walked past me 3 times. You could have told your security easily to tell me to leave. You went back in there to go get your man and your camera crew to come out here and publicly embarrass me. You got it. I'm going to just go. So when she kept on, like I said, with the cameras and I was trying to walk out, I said, I should slap the shit out of you on camera since you want to go get these cameras and you could have easily asked me to go. Ooh. That's how that came about. I feel like it was ways that you could have done that, for it to not even got to this far. You wanted a show, so I'm gonna give you a show. Never did I once say I would spit on her. Never did I once say I came up there to do anything to her. None of that was.
Girl, listen, I might have spoke a little too fast, but you telling the goat you gonna slap the ish out of. Listen, maybe Ari got some hands or something we don't know about, y'all, because I ain't know about that part, child. But I still want to know what caused the friction initially. So I gotta find that out. We're gonna find that out, y'all. And whenever we do our next live, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Hold me to that. But baby, listen. But I get what she's saying though. If she walked past her multiple times by herself and didn't say nothing to her, why would you go get the cameras, papoose, your security, just to try to publicly embarrass the lady? Like, that was unnecessary. If you didn't want her there, she could have easily say, hey, you gotta go without all the people around. Maybe she wanted, but you know what too? Here's where I play devil's advocate, right? On Claressa's end. Because of who she is, she probably wanted people around as well, just in case something popped off. Because, people on that level get sued easily. Somebody's always trying to make a dime, okay? So the lady could have easily said, hey, she hit me, I'm suing her, anything like that. So I'm gonna put that out in the air just for fairness sake. Claressa said the lady started speaking negatively about her. Okay, that's what happened. Well, we ain't gonna just take Claressa's word. I'm gonna definitely try to find out and do my little research to see what happened, because I don't see why though. Like, I don't see why she would just randomly start talking negatively about her. Which people do stuff like that all the time, but I'm still do my little 1-2 to try to get to the bottom of it. All right, let's play a little more. She was in Tony inbox or something. Who is Tony? Okay.
Was never the case. When you went and got those cameras and did what you did, I knew that's what you wanted. Again, I left out peacefully. Then after I said what I said, I turned around and still walked on out. I got in my car and was on Facebook Live, and I seen my daughter and my son coming outside, and I was on live when it happened. And I said, damn, she put my kids out too. I said, damn, y'all.
Oh, so your kids were still in there and she just told them to get out.
I said they need to drop the whole video. She posted a 3-second clip of her putting me out. No, drop the whole video, because I was already out the door in my car. And my kids came out the door. My daughter came in the car crying. She was on Facebook Live crying. My son came in the car. I said, y'all, what is y'all crying for? She put us out. My friend came and she said your kids had to go. So I took my kids and I left too. I said, damn, all of this over you did this at a kids event? I said, all right, y'all. I told my Facebook Live, I said, yeah, I take full accountability for putting my kids in this situation, but she did not have to do that with no kids.
Okay, so what happened? Why is it up?
Oh, okay. Now we about to get into the meat and potatoes. So now that's why I told y'all I like to watch stuff with y'all for the first time. I don't be wanting to watch, but you know what? That's a good and a bad thing, right? Because you never know what somebody gonna say. So maybe I do need to start watching it first to vet it before I play it for y'all. Because for all we know, they can start talking real crazy, and then I'm gonna start watching it first before I just play it. Even though I enjoy not knowing what's going to be said, to react genuinely to it. That's why I do it like that. But I do need to start watching it first, y'all. Thank you, Toya. Thank you, my love, for the support. Jaisha say Claressa ex-fiance. Okay, she about to say it right here. Queen Lupac Neo Tarot reader did an excellent reading. I'm gonna watch it. Somebody had said it earlier in the live too. I'm gonna check it out. All right, let's see what's going on, y'all.
Why does she feel threatened or like you shouldn't be at the event?
Again, y'all, I couldn't tell you an honest reason besides Claressa and her ex-boyfriend. And what she said I was in his inbox, or he was in my inbox. Maybe she went through his phone and seen a message. And it's just been that ever since. Like, it's no legitimate beef. She gets mad at people who she tell her, like, Claressa, you should be doing it this way. I'm not a hater because I'm telling you should be doing it that way. I'm just telling you that it don't look good for us. We got to still keep going to bat for you. She also told y'all I was a supporter of hers. I very much was. I was going to bat for Claressa for a lot of shit. But I also was one of them people who was like, damn, I'm tired of going to bat for you for doing stupid shit. Hey, let me just say it in a nice way and be like, hey, maybe she should word her words differently, and it'll come off differently. I'm not a hater for saying that. I'm just saying what I think is. I'm not a hater. I still support you. I just think you need to clean it up a little bit. So we ain't gotta have the whole city of Flint looking crazy, going to bat for you, and you still doing crazy stuff. That's just literally what it is.
Right. So she's essentially mad at you because there were some communications with you and her ex. But
that's exactly what it is. I could tell y'all right now. I could tell y'all you know why I feel like that's exactly what it is with certainty. Because look at how Claressa is behind the men that she dates, right? She is, child. She be all over them, basically. Like, she gives that overbearing, let me get in your skin. I want to be in your nutsack. I want you to carry me in your balls, okay? I want to be in your body. That's the type of vibe she give, y'all. So I could definitely see that being the little, even though it's given petty and very small, it definitely gives a good reason. We talking about Claressa, y'all. So I could see that being something that she would hold on to as far as grudge wise against this lady. If she was in Tony, y'all know she did Tony the same way she do Pap. So that's definitely, I feel like that's definitely the reason for the season, baby. That's definitely the reason for the season. She snapped at her friend for asking how Pap want his egg. Oh my God. Wow. I didn't know that. See, y'all now gotta start following. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now I have to start following her to give y'all content on her. Okay. So I'll be knowing more and more. I know a little one too here and there, like when I see her, certain situations in the media, but I wasn't following her. But now I will, since we adding her to our roster. Okay. So we'll know more and more. Ciao. Hey, Miss Simone. Wow, that she put the kids out. That's nasty work. Well, technically, now that I'm hearing, I won't technically say she just put the kids out. Essentially, if the parent gets put out, the kids gotta go too. You can't just leave your cheering at an event and the mama is not there to accompany them. So I would say it happened like that. Like on some, we gotta go. We came here together, we gotta leave together.
With the married man. Make it make sense. Okay, exactly. So you guys were both single though. Did y'all date or something? Did you and Tony date?
Never. I can send you the screenshot. We never said nothing besides, hey, stink. I guess he deleted the message. She deleted his message from him, whatever he said to me, and that was it. We never.
Hey, stink was more than enough, okay? Didn't have to be nothing else. Hey, stink. It's stink. We all know when people say stink, that's like a flirtatious nickname that people give each other. Hey, stink. What's up, stink? Okay. Yeah, that was definitely enough for Claressa to pop off and to hold a grudge for years.
Went chilled, never pulled up on him. I couldn't even tell you what kind of car the man drive. That's just how uninterested and invested I was in it. It was a simple hey and bye, and that was it. She took it and she ran with it, and I became an enemy of hers, and I didn't support her all because of that. And it's like,
hey, it's crazy.
Okay.
So then what, like, how did it, like, why did she, so you never threatened her, or did you guys have an argument?
It was like, it took off from her saying that, like, you don't support me. You was in my man inbox. And I'm like, what? And then she went on and she called me Fiona from Shrek. And so I called her Dino Dan, and then that was it. Like, you look like a dinosaur. You called me Fiona. Okay, we're both ugly. Your point is what?
You're not ugly.
No. Oh my God. I hope she don't really mean that when she said that, because baby, you are not ugly, okay? And you know what? Even looking at her on the screen, she has a natural beauty. She gives the girlies that don't have to wear no makeup because their skin is very much clear and glistening. Okay? So no, you're not ugly. Don't put yourself in that category, baby. You are not ugly, and it definitely don't give. And I don't even know this lady. It does not give Fiona from Shrek at all. It don't give that. And Claressa shouldn't be talking about nobody's look. And I'm not even saying that like on some Claressa. I feel like Claressa is a beautiful girl. I don't even like talking about people's appearances. That's not my feng shui. Okay, I don't do that. I don't do that. I feel like people who go for looks are insecure. When you go for somebody's looks constantly, or that's all you have to check them on some ish, you are very much insecure in your own skin, baby. Because it's plenty of ways to read a person or check a person without having to go for outer exterior appearances and all of that. But like, don't do that. Don't, because Clarissa know, and let me say this, she gets a lot of criticism, backlash, and all of that when it comes to how people feel about how she looks. So why would you go for another female's look when people be dragging you because they feel like you too manly or whatever? Like, that's not cool. That ain't cool. But anyways, let me play a little bit more.
I don't think
I'm
either
just
one.
saying,
I
I
don't
was
even
just
think
like,
she's ugly.
feeding into what
Yeah.
she said. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you call me ugly, I call you ugly. Okay, and what? And I moved on with my life. Like, I don't even troll you no more. I don't even care because you got so much. You make yourself look crazy enough. I'm not finna. I don't have to troll you. I don't have to reshare what the shade room share because I guess that's what makes me a troll. Because I reshare what you guys put out there, and I just share it and be like, look at this, or I share it and be like, man, she look a fool. I'm a troll because of that.
So when you walked in, because I'm trying to visualize, you walked in, you said that Clarissa passed you with Papoose two or three times.
Literally. They walked past.
But she saw you. She saw you when did she acknowledge you or just look at
She
you?
just walked past. I literally told my friend when I seen her walk past the second time, I said, oh, well, I guess it's, you know what I'm saying? We don't really got no problems. Cause I mean, she ain't say nothing to me to leave. She didn't tell me to go until she came back with the crew and the cameras. And it was like, where was the smoke at? I didn't know we had no smoke. You walked past me 3 times. You could have told me the first time you seen me. You know who I am, clearly. You could have told me the first time you seen me, like, hey, what you doing here? You gotta go. But no, you wanted to show, you wanted to do what you did, and this is where we here right now.
Okay. And there's never been any of that going on. There's nothing crazy and all this kind of stuff.
I see Clarissa in the clubs, and she on one side of the club, and I'm on the other side. I ain't never tried to fight her in the club. I ain't never came and tried to
so y'all been
her.
in the same room.
This is what I'm saying. This ain't net for her to go to the level that she did with the trying to publicly humiliate me and my kids. Was like, why? I see you around.
That speaks volumes. If this girl sees Clarissa on a regular basis and it's never no issue, that speaks volumes at the fact if you see this girl and you just want to try to embarrass her in a public space just because you got people around, it gives very much bully. It gives very much bullying, and this is why I don't know why. This why I be wanting to talk to God sometimes and ask him why he put certain people in the positions that he put them in, because I feel like public figure status shouldn't be for everyone. Everybody need to be vetted and interviewed and mentally examined, because ain't no way in hell. Okay? Everybody is not fit for being a public figure, because a lot of little kids be looking up to certain people, and it's like, what type of example are you setting for our our youth? Like, that's not cool. Especially if she's being honest in this moment, saying, I done seen this girl out so many times and it was never nothing, never no weird energy, no exchange of words. So you wait till you have I almost touched out. You wait till you have an event for the kid to want to make a show, to want to make a scene. That's crazy to me. Like, that is crazy.
Like, if we really had this type of beef that I thought it was really that, I guess I would have been on that, but I don't get that from you. I don't know. I don't get it.
So what, I think that you said that your kids are experiencing backlash from this?
My daughter, so she's 11, and she was there. And a lot of her friends from her school, because they all go to the school, which is right down the street from where Burston Fieldhouse is. A lot of them seen that, and like a lot of the kids, like who was never in this situation, don't know nothing about, a beef with your mama beefing with Claressa Shields. Oh, your mom, they said that your mama gonna get beat up by Claressa Shields. Now you got my daughter who on the defense, like, mama, what am I going when I go back to school? They gonna be trying to fight me because they don't like Claressa. Like, what? Why did you even gotta think about that? Because my friends is telling me that you beefing with Claressa Shields and I don't want to go to school. Like, this is kids. Like they shouldn't even never been drug into that. Like I didn't think that this would have spilled over into some kids. Now grown people, yeah, maybe me and you would have had words, but like for you to do my babies like that, or even like I said, not even my babies, because that could have been anybody's kids.
Right.
It just so happened to be me and my kids. But you, and then like to make it like we was just out there homeless and like got evicted from our house, and it's like, well, and you did all of that to us in that circumstances, like that's kind of foul.
Yeah, that's what I didn't.
Okay, likes. Okay, likes. Clock in. My girl say the likes is liking. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for doing y'all big one on my likes, baby. Okay, period. I love y'all. Okay, let's play some more.
Understand, and that's an attribute of her that I do not understand, because I've never been to Flint, right? But the general consensus, and I'm not trying to be offensive when I say this, but the general consensus, because there's no shame in being poor, it's that's not a personality defect if someone is poor, right? I abhor poverty shaming. I cannot stand it. But to hear her try and poverty shame you, and I've seen her call other people broke and stuff like that.
Well, she do that a lot.
It don't even look like you can afford a press and curl 5 years ago. So I'm like, did she not grow up in the same poverty that she was trying to accuse you of being in?
The same poverty.
And y'all know what? That's another thing. That's another insult or selective insult that I feel like Claressa should stay away from. And that's something. That's why I kind of low key give mental instability, because ain't no way, if I know I came from a certain environment, right? Even though you get out of that environment and like if you start having kids, you want better for your kids, you want breaking generational curses, blase, blase. But that's an insult specifically that I would stay away from, because when you've been in it, it hits different. You know how it feels, right? So I would never judge somebody for still being in a situation that I fought my way out of. Because Claressa didn't just get handed anything. So to even use that as an insult or be on some, oh, you broke and oh, you stuck in Flint, baby, you could still be stuck in Flint if God didn't want to pull you out of that situation. Because ain't nothing possible without God. I don't care how hard we work, baby. If God is not on top of it, it's not going to happen. If God ain't all over it, it ain't going to happen. So people need to be mindful. This is why humble is even a word. You got to be humble. You got to remain humble, because as fast as you get it, you can lose it. That's why I don't ever brag about nothing. I give all glory and all thanks to God at the end of the day, because without him, baby, listen, but you got to be humble. That's not cool. And that's why I feel like sometimes the wrong people be getting the right opportunity. But it can come right from up under you just as fast as you got it. But using that as a means to insult somebody else when you've literally been in that same predicament or situation as that person or came from that same struggle is blasphemy. It's diabolical. Oh, child. It's the limited intellectual level for me. Mental capacity is crazy.
Accusing me of like being in a shelter, the same shelters you probably had to grow up in. Like,
wow.
The same struggle that you put my kids in, your public community. Like, it's stuff that you went through. This is stuff that you had to go through as a child, that you
family members
about, that you said that you didn't want to never have to go back, and you don't want your family to go back, but you yet and still you got on this Beyonce's internet and you did the same things that you, and then put God in the sense of it. Okay.
And that's another thing too, y'all. People gotta be mindful. Just how Claressa was clowning this lady for being in a shelter or still being in Flint or whatever. Claressa still got family that's in Flint that's struggling. And this is why when I hear, even when it comes down to content creators or whatever, you gotta be mindful of, if you arguing with somebody, right? And you start throwing out insults that could literally be general insults that can fit a mass of people. You have to be mindful. You can't say, "Oh, you fat," and I despise fat people, or I did, da 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 da. When you got 50, 60 fat people in your chat, you can't just automatically exclude the people that you like just because you beefing with somebody or you like that person in that moment. No, an insult to a person is an insult to many. You have to be mindful when you speaking about people. Oh, this person on Section 8 or this person on food stamps and da 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 da. You talking about a lot of people, not just one person. You do not have the power to exclude or say, "Oh, well, that's not for my audience that's on Section 8. That's only for this person." No, if it applies, it applies. You don't have that type of ability to exclude them just because you like them. No, if it hit me, I'm gonna holler. Okay, that's why I be like, when people be saying, even like, this is why people get blackballed, y'all. This is why, hold on, Kenny. This is why public figures get blackballed, and they have to be real mindful of the things that they say, because you can be insulting way more than just one person by having dang, I lost my word, child. By going off on one person, you could be insulting millions, and that's why they be getting blackballed. So people just gotta be mindful. Like, you can't just be saying you talking about one person, but what you saying, the insult can apply to multiple people. No, I'm gonna catch that shade also, regardless if I feel like we cool or not. If you say something, if that's how you really feel, that's how you really feel. Period. What, Kenny? Hold on, y'all.
God said to do that. God ain't tell you that. God would never put you in that situation to make you do something like that.
Mm-hmm. So someone asked a question, and you don't have to answer this because I feel like it's rude, because I don't think that your personal life has anything to do with it. But and I think you just mentioned this. Claressa said that you guys were evicted and you guys were in a shelter. Is any of that true, or do you want to answer that? Because you don't have to.
No, we were not evicted before Thanksgiving. We are not homeless. My kids are very much okay. I hate that she painted that narrative, because, like, I had to tell people a lot that could have caused me to lose my kids. People playing with evictions and saying that me and my kids is homeless. You don't know who could call down to the welfare department and tell these people that she homeless and she ain't got nowhere to lay her kids' head, because Claressa just vouched and said it is. Like, so for her to do that is like, but she ain't no mother with kids. She'll never understand how that feel, because you don't have a kid. You don't have a baby to protect. You don't have nobody else to protect. You barely protect your own reputation. So I can't expect for somebody like her to be in my shoes and to understand where I'm coming from in today, defending my kids and our reputation and my name and their credibility, because of somebody who clearly got a problem with me over a man.
Clearly. A man that she's not even with.
Did
Child, I was on mute. My bad, y'all. I didn't realize I was still on mute. I was talking to my son. But I'm gonna stop the video there, because I don't want to play Nyla's video in its entirety, because I don't like playing other people's content like that. I just basically wanted to get like a little backstory of what was going on with the latest involving Claressa Shields. Okay, so we're gonna, that's today, and then tomorrow we're gonna talk about the I guess it's the cousins or the sister that's speaking out. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. I gotta go do my little 1-2 on that. So if y'all know, because a few of y'all already know, so just send it to my email, the links to the cousin video that was speaking out, or is it the sister Brianna? Whichever one, send it to my email, y'all, and so I can go look at it or whatever. We're gonna talk about that on the live tomorrow, right, Lupa? Just ask our girl Cardi when she called that girl a roach. The internet tore her a new one, exactly. Or when they say monkey, like child, y'all, I don't like stuff like that. I really don't. I really don't like stuff like that, because I feel like you can fuss with somebody without doing all that extra stuff. And you got to be mindful, even though we are human at the end of the day, and sometimes some humans are more impulsive than others, but you still have to be mindful and think about the consequences and repercussions of your words and actions later on. Because you never know who you could be offending. Sometimes you just got to let stuff roll off your back, which is the basis of my message tonight. But like what I said in the beginning, when it comes to public figures and saying certain things that can affect a mass variety of people and not just that person that you going back and forth with. Be careful. Be careful. But child, she be doing the most, y'all, and we're gonna be keeping up with it. I didn't want to make this live too long because I've noticed that when the lives are long, people don't watch lives in its entirety. So I'm gonna try to keep my lives to an hour and 45 minutes. Sometimes we'll do 2 hours on the live, and I'm even gonna start trying to do a topic in the morning and a topic in the evening, y'all, if possible. I'm gonna try to work my way into that because I have different audiences at different times, because some people follow me in different countries also. So I do want to try to tap into that as well. So I'm about to, like I told y'all, it's a new year. I'm gonna start taking my content more serious, getting back into it, and just building my platform because I'm almost at 10K. I'm like at 9,600 and something. So we almost at 10K. We on the road to 10K, y'all. We working, baby. We working. Period. Shout out to y'all, because without y'all, this ain't possible. Okay, love y'all down, and I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna stop it here, y'all. And tomorrow we will be, we're gonna be talking more about this situation. I want to see how this live stream do. I'm not too much worried about the numbers yet because I gotta kind of get into that Claressa Shields algorithm. And that's what a lot of bloggers don't realize. Like when you've been stuck on one topic for a while, sometimes it takes a minute to switch up in that algorithm. So if you know, you know. But we're gonna see what happens, because even then you can still get a lot of views. It just depends on how YouTube push you out there. And I'm hoping that my absence during, my grieving didn't affect my algorithm too much. Hopefully not. But I did really well on that interview I did with Chandra, about that squatting situation. So we'll see what happens, y'all. But definitely, just to update y'all, we're gonna be adding Claressa and Pap to the roster. We still gonna be doing La Onya as things come about. So, we started there, we gonna stay there. Period. We don't care what nobody say over here, baby. Because she's always doing something out the way. She loves attention, she loves validation. So she gonna stay in on the roster as well. Okay. We gonna add Tim and Brene, whatever her name is, child. Y'all told me to add them as well. So whatever y'all find, send it to my email, y'all, because I don't see everything. I still be busy during the days and stuff like that. So I don't be having a whole lot of time to like sit down and research stuff. But if y'all see it, send it to me. Especially if y'all want me to speak on it, send it to me. But make sure it's viral, because I don't want to just waste my time and speak on something and nobody want to see that. Okay, so we're gonna add those three. So we'll have Laonia and Janelle. We're gonna have Claressa and Pap, and then we'll have Brashay. Which I was that girl? Brene, Tim, Akira, and what's the other one name? Brene, Kim, not Kim. Brene, Tim, Akira, and is it Donnell? What's the other husband name, y'all? Donnell? I don't know, child. We'll figure it out. We're gonna do them too. But anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out together on this live stream. Y'all pray for me. Keep motivating me to get back into it. We like I say, we about to get into starting 2 live streams a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. I love that for us. I'm gonna try to push out more members content, If you came here for the saga, a lot of the saga content is going to go to members only, just to kind of, make room for everything else that we bring into the platform. So yeah, y'all. Yeah, let's get ready for this ride, baby. Let's get ready for this ride. We trying to get to 100K. We on the road to 10K, then we going to 100K. Period. But anyways, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And like I said, don't forget to email me those links of what y'all see with this tea, baby. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Luke Hawk, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south where the strong survive and snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lupac baby. Capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lupac, baby, where every video got purpose.